Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the champs from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. With my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this may be, I don't know, the most unlikely Super Bowl run we've seen in a long time. You think about it, the Bengals had not won a playoff game since January of 1991, yet here they are, the AFC champs.
And sometimes you just get on a good run, and it works out very well for you. But remember, they've been to the Super Bowl twice in their history prior. Super Bowl 16 and 23. Unfortunately, they ran into who both times?
That's Joe Montana, right?
Right, and the 49ers. And the second time in the exact same stadium we're in today, right here in Miami. So here's their chance for redemption, trying to get that done. And they had their chances before.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 41, Murray, screen play, Johnson. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. 2nd and 7. Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. Throwing on first down is Murray. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim for the game, but this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And they're going to be...
I'm gonna join a new game.
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen,
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag of off me.
hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. As it'll be the first-time champions of the AFC, the Cleveland Browns, taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Redskins. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you for this one. And CD, all eyes on the AFC champs. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever. 0-16 just 2 seasons ago, and now 4 quarters away from a Super Bowl title.
An utterly remarkable turnaround. There's no other way to put it. Fan base, can you imagine how desperate they've been for this day, for this opportunity to come around? You have to go back to 1964 for their last title in the NFL. That's pre-Super Bowl era. They beat the Colts 27-0 in that one. Frank Ryan, Jim Brown. These fans are tired of hearing about the past. They're tired of hearing about the All-American Football Conference, how the Browns came into the NFL and blew everyone away. They've got their team now, their time, and they want to win.
Meanwhile, the Redskins, this is a team, to be frank, nobody thought would be here at the start of the year. Even the most diehard of Redskin fans would probably tell you that. But here they are, Charles, looking for what would be the franchise's 4th title in this, their 6th appearance.
And we go back to 1992, the last time that this team won a Super Bowl, and that was Super Bowl 26. That's more than a quarter century ago. They also won Super Bowl 17. Joe Theismann was the quarterback then.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the QB rating right now, sky high, 4 for 4 on that opening drive.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Fighting through pressure. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for 2, I'm going to ask them to put the ball in the 2-yard line and bring my offense out.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person would tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, now Keenum. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. 10 yards on the pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield, and incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. It would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede it. They want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
I suck.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 28 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Was it the special teams coach? But it happened.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Fighting through. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. I think a free play here for Keenum. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Defense.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? You had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make our score 14-7. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He's played the first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I haven't met a receiver yet that doesn't like to run post routes.
And Odell Beckham Jr., he loves post routes, doesn't he?
He really does, and I think the reason he's so successful with them, as we just saw there, is the intensity with which he runs the route. I mean, even when you know it's coming and you're covering it wet.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There can be plenty more before this game is over.
The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Joseph now to kick this one away.
I put a link to your stream in the TikTok Discord server.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Vernon Davis, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing again on second down. Keenum, and this one complete to Reed. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Anthony Ballmy duo.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short, as he did not get the push he needed. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
It just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, Isn't that supposed to be?
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Mayfield throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They try the fake field goal. It doesn't work out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And he finds the tight end, Reed. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Keenum. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick.